Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for Tuesday, November 11th, in which the Church celebrates the memorial of Saint Leo the Great, a 5th century Pope and Doctor of the Church who died around 461. For this memorial today, the Church gives us a reading from the 17th chapter of the Gospel of St. Luke, in which Jesus talks about relationship between masters and servants. And he goes on to teach that when a servant has worked in the field all day and comes home, does the master say to the servant, "Why don't you sit down? You've worked so hard. Let me prepare dinner for you." Or does he say, "Go ahead and prepare my dinner now. That's what's expected of you." And Jesus says in this teaching, is he grateful to that servant because he did what was commanded? So should it be with you. When you have done all you have been commanded, say, "We are unprofitable servants. We have done what we were obliged to do." My friends, those are the words that stick out to me today. We have done what we were obliged to do. And I question, what are you and I obliged to do today in these post-election days in the United States? What is our work? It strikes me that our work and what we are obliged to do is the work of reconciliation, the work of rebuilding peace, the work of rebuilding unity. And those words can sound so corny and they can sound so naive. And yet we're baptized Christians. We believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ. We cannot let them remain naive. We must work for reconciliation. Brother Joe Trout was talking about that last Saturday when he told the story of the East Coast Dominican who post-Civil War worked for the reconciliation between Union and Confederate soldiers. We know that story in today's feast of St. Leo the Great, who as a deacon worked to reconcile warring factions in Rome, and then after becoming Pope was known for peacemaking, even to the point of personally going to visit Attila the Hun and talking Attila the Hun out of plundering Rome. He saved Rome. He was obliged to work for peace. By our baptism, we are obliged to work for peace. And we have a part to play today as critical as any day in our history. Some would like to remain muddled in fighting, muddled in name-calling, muddled in all of the discouragement of our times. We have to find a way out. And those of us who are baptized have an obligation to be leaders in the way out. That's the word of hope for today. I feel called to it. I feel professed to do it. And I invite you by your baptisms to ask the same question. What is your place in working for reconciliation today? What part do you have to play? We each have a part, and God is depending upon us to do our part. And when you've done it, we don't even get to pat ourselves on the back. But like the gospel says, we need to just realize we did what we were obliged to do. In this day and age, when it is so critically needed, may we assume responsibility for our obligations very, very seriously. God bless you.